All right, well, welcome to a chilly morning up in Sullivan County, Pennsylvania. I'm currently in Sullivan County. Just across the road is Wyoming County, and I'm here. We're gonna look for the abandoned ghost town of Ricketts, 1890 to 1913. So, and I do have this nice map here showing where different things are. So I took some pictures of those different numbers, and we'll see. It might help in finding what's all out here. There's supposed to be a lot out here. There's, you know, all kinds of mills and churches and schools and whatnot, but we'll see what we can find. Yeah, it is kind of chilly this morning, but that's okay. This is just north of Ricketts Glen State Park. So, this big, huge parking area here. So I'm gonna head out here and we'll see what we can find. Hopefully we find some good stuff out here. I don't know if spring has quite reached this area of Pennsylvania. A little bit. Starting to see some greenery, but a little chilly. All right, enough complaining about the cold. Let's head on out. I think this is one of the old cuts for the railroad bed that goes through here. Looks like it. So I should be near one of the town roads. We're kind of bushwhacking a little bit instead of walking along the road. All I can say is that map that was back at the parking lot, I do not think is to scale correctly, because I've been walking quite a few ways, unless I missed something. But anyway, we're gonna keep on going. Well, this place is starting to drive me a little nuts. I probably shouldn't have gone off trail to begin with, but just hit under a wet area. Yeah. There's an old road right up here somewhere, but getting to it's proving a bit difficult. I probably should just walk along the main road but I didn't. I came off trail, so that's what happens. All right, so I gotta try to work my way out of here, because over here it's just thick brush. All right, we'll try to get out of this mess, find the village. Here's an old apple tree. A whole bunch. There's some up there and over there, so that's interesting. Maybe there's some morels around these. Alright, so here are these old apple trees, but right there's the old road I was looking for that went through town. And right by this old apple tree I saw this huge rock. It looked kind of funny. There's an opening underneath. You know what this is? Someone plugged an old well with this rock. There's an old well down there. That's interesting. You see the stonework around the side. Interesting. So basically, this is walking through what was once downtown Ricketts. There have been houses along the side. Somewhere around here there's a store, a school. For some of that we're going to go off trail again. See what we can find. I'm just going to walk along here for now. See if there's anything easy to get to. Yeah, I'm up on a little raised area right here next to the road. According to the map, this may have been what was called the Heinzelman house or something like that. It's all wet around here. This area's a little raised. I see some stuff down there. Yeah, I gotta find a way down there. There's a lot of water around here. Kind of seems an odd place to build a town. Well, they needed water for. There's a big sawmill. This is a sawmill town, so they needed the water for the sawmill. So I'm just gonna keep walking around. I know the road splits up here, and there's a rail bit that goes down. That might take me to where I need to go. Because according to the map, there's a lot of foundations down in that way. All right, let's keep going though. I'm sure there was a house here at one time. Not much to see. That's what I read too. There's not a whole lot here, but we're gonna keep looking, see what we can find. I'm not gonna give up yet. Yeah, I climbed up from the road there a little bit. There's another place with some old apple trees, and then another old well down there. So I guess there was a house up here too one time. All right, just lots of rocks and underbrush. Actually, I'm starting to realize that this is state game lands, these cleared areas alongside the road are where some of the buildings used to be. But yeah, now they're just open mowed areas for game lands. So I think that's what some of these open areas are. Yeah, right up there is the main highway. I think you can just drive down this road. That's probably what I should have done. I think this is called Curve Road on the GPS, but I wanted to go to that parking lot. They had that nice map there, but I probably should have just drove back here and parked here, but yeah, well, too late now. Alright, well, I'm going to keep looking around. I guess I'm going to have to find a way to get down. I think there was a few buildings along this road, but there was another road down further which has some more. I think the school was down there and some other stuff, so I'm going to try and find a way to get down there. Well, I found another old rail bed. I came down from the main road up there. You can see it's raised on both sides. So I'm going to walk along this way and maybe back that way too a little bit. But I think I'm going to go this way first, see what's down here. See if we can find anything. Well, I've wandered down even further to another, what looks like an old railroad bed perhaps. I must say this area's a little confusing. There's just hardly anything here. Well, there's some trash down here, but an old some kind of old wash bucket. Now, these are some cool plants over here. They will have greenish flowers later this spring. This is called false hellebore. It's actually poisonous. I've read that the Indians would eat this stuff in order to determine who'd be the next chief. I think it makes you sick or kills you, and you know all the group of Indians would take it, and whoever didn't vomit or get sick was the guy who would be the next chief. Who knows if that's true or not, but that's just what I've read. But I'm going to continue exploring in this maze of brambles and railroad beds, see what we can find. There's a bunch of old pipes and stuff. Not sure what they're here for, if they're part of the town or not. Alright. Alright, I think I finally found something. That looks like the remains of a building. Just try and get over there. Alright, so here we are. I'll try to get around to the other side for a better look. Try to look on my map to see what it is too. Yeah, those ruins are just over there, but so I was trying to get to them, you know. I'm starting to find a lot of old bricks, some cool chunks of metal like this. All kinds of metal scrap. Here's some slag, so they're burning stuff here. I think this is the location of one of the mills. I'm not sure what they were doing here, but or maybe there was. There was. Yeah, that's right. There's a sawmill here, so maybe, you know, if it was steam power, they're probably burning coal here for steam. That's probably what this is. Because I'm seeing a lot of it here. All right, so we're starting to find some stuff. At least I thought we'd never find anything. This place is so overgrown and difficult to access, but I'm gonna keep starting to find stuff, so I'm gonna keep going. I was starting to get a little discouraged there, but I'm gonna keep looking around. All right, so here's this building. Like I said, it had something to do with where the mill was, the sawmill, I guess. Don't know what exactly part this served here, but it's still kind of cool. All right, just up there is where we were, but I'm starting to find some more stuff here. Oh, it's all wet here. Oh crap! Whoops! That was really wet. Wet feet. Oh, I sunk in there, man. It stinks. All right. As I was trying to say before I got wet. Did I say this place is wet? There's a lot of water here. Oh well. I'll dry off eventually. But yeah, there's underneath. There's some. You can't even hardly see, but underneath that brush, there's some other stuff. It comes out to here, like little trestles. Let's try not to get wet going down here. You can see some more down there. train trestles, I think. I think out there was the pond where they had the logs floating. Maybe this is where they brought the logs up. I'm gonna try and get down there without getting wet. Yeah, there's just a whole series of these trestles, one behind it, that lead out to where the stream was. And like I said, there was a pond out here where they floated the logs to. I'm guessing here, but I'm pretty sure they had tracks that were here and then went up to the mill where they cut them up there. Alright, so I'm finding stuff. Now that I know what this is, the map starts to make more sense. Now I can try to picture where some of the other buildings were. Because the trouble was trying to find a reference point on the map to where I was. But now, yeah. So I think I'm going to go backtrack a little bit. There's supposed to be like an old general store back there and some other things. Alright, so we're finding some stuff. Cool. Yes, after looking at the map again, this was not the sawmill. There was what they call a stave mill here. I'm not sure what staves are. I think there was little pieces of wood for making barrels or something. So this is not the sawmill was on the other side of the road. This was the stave mill. But there still is a pond here. To get the staves, they still need logs and a mill here. So that's what this was. All right, and I'm not going to go back where I was. I don't think I did come from that way. You know, there are. You know, there's just nothing left of the buildings that are back there. There's a few foundations and a lot of the rocks are even gone. Maybe they didn't really use, I don't know what they did, but there's not much back there. It was terribly overgrown. So I think I'm gonna find my way back up that road and then try and go to another section of the town on the Wyoming County side. See what we can find over there. Sounds like a good idea. I want to get out of this place. All right, so down there is the parking lot, and I just came up. On the other side of the road there's this old path, and right up here there's an old building. So we'll walk up there and check that out. Alright, let's check this place out. There's still some of the original wood on here. There's wood back there too. Just right up there was the other building, but I almost missed. There's all these other ones down here. Not sure what all was here. The map didn't really label these buildings. There's something over here too. And just not sure what they were. They were right along a railroad. Oh, there's a foundation down there. Oh, so this was like all filled in a little bit maybe. Oh, cool. There's something out there too. I wonder if that's the old dam out there. Gotta try and get out there. Yeah, so it's a huge concrete wall down here. Get up here a little bit. Oh, there's a big building. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, this is a huge building, kind of sitting on top of here. I don't know what it is. The map of the parking lot did not say what this was, so I don't really know. It goes on quite a ways down there. It's like 3 different rooms like this size. Alright, it's starting to rain a little bit too, unfortunately. Alright, time to try and find that trail again. Oh, there's something over there too. There's stuff everywhere. I see a little... Okay, I gotta go there. Yeah, right here's another foundation. Something. There's a beaver dam down there. Cool. Got a bunch of little flowers here. These are called pussy toes. I think I'm just walking along another old rail bed here. Let's see where this takes me. We have a creature up here. Check that out. There's a raccoon up there. I gotta get some pictures of him. I'll be back. There he is, just walking towards me. Doesn't even know I'm here. Oh, that was cool to see Mr. Raccoon, but I think he smelled. I just walked right there earlier. I think he smelled me. Went down the ditch down there. But having seen him, it caused me to look around, and I saw another foundation over here. I think there's several here. I think there's something over there too. Let me turn this off so I get closer. Well, this is the closest I can get. It's all wet down there, but there's some stonework in there. And I think there might be something over here, and looks interesting up there too. So I'm gonna look around some more here. Yeah, you can barely see stonework, but there's like a basement in here. Something. Looks like there's something up. Some kind of stonework up in there as well. Or cement or something. Well, the raccoon was down there. And come up this hill, and here's another old apple tree, and guess what else? An old well, it looks like. I guess that's a well. Yeah, there's stonework here around it. Well, here's some old pots that someone found laying out here. Alright, we are back at the truck. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, this place was confusing. Yeah. I mean, we did find some things, found some cool things then, but yeah, this side of the road where I started out was just horribly overgrown. But there were some things out there. But then the other side, there are more open trails. But I think this map seems to be off a bit. I could be wrong, but I mean, I'm not my first time here. I'm no expert in the place, but what I was seeing over there didn't really seem to match up with what's on the map with the trails and stuff. I mean, part of it does, but then, yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm sure there's more here. Maybe if I think about some more, some of what I'm seeing out there would make some more sense. But there's just so much out here to see, and a lot of it's just hidden. You could walk right past something, you know, and not see it. There's some things I didn't see till coming back on the same trail. Then I saw it. So yeah, so maybe I'll come back here someday again. You don't want to come here in the summertime. When everything's all leafed out, it's hot and sweaty, and there's snakes everywhere. You know, that would be kind of frustrating. But anyway, thanks for coming along on this journey. A little bit frustrating at times, but it was rewarding as well. So I'm gonna head to some other places today. I spent like 3.5 hours rambling around out here. So all right, it's time to move on somewhere else.